YouTube, what's going on? Cole Hamill's fan. How are you guys doing? So I figured I would show off a couple of my more random autograph cards. Just because, more or less the fun of it. I used to do a lot more. Well, I had a lot more. I had an old video up a long time ago of me having some, and I've since, unfortunately, had to move some of them. Sorry, I'm looking for one of them. All right, there we go. But yeah, so these are just random autographs of people I liked as a child, or I just like in general, or whatever. I just always wanted. Not all of them are all autographs. This one I'll show. These ones are numbered to 90. These are actually, I guess, art prints. These were actually done before Topps Now and all that stuff. There's a guy named Kohler Smith, I believe is his name. He's an artist. And like once or twice a year he puts out these cards. Usually they're of sports movies and stuff like that. I have a couple of them framed up on my walls, but I got some loosies right here. Usually I always get one or two of his sets. They usually actually sell pretty well, especially with certain movies. I had the Prince, Dave Chappelle one. That was awesome. But yeah, so here's just some of them. This is the Beers roster. It's numbered 40 of 90. And then they have like a nice little write-up about the movie on the back, or stats or something like that. Here's Thornton Mellon from Back to School. One of my favorite movies of all time. Sam Mailday Malone from Cheers. He was doing a signing in Philly last year, and I really wanted to get him to sign this, but it didn't come in time. So that'll be a goal. Probably my favorite actor of all time. Irv Blitzer from Cool Runnings is John Candy. It's awesome. And then this one I really love. Shady Acres Mental Hospital, Larry Robinson, a.k.a. Ace Ventura. This is actually 40 of 92. So, and then a little write-up on the back. So yeah, just neat little cards. Nothing super special about them. I do have a couple other ones. I have Rodney from Caddyshack, and Ryan Reynolds as Van Wilder as a goalie. They're up on my wall. So yeah, let's do this. I guess I'll show, I don't know. These ones I just got back in from Garrett. He was nice enough to do some slabbing for me. I got both of these in person. This is from one of my childhood favorites. It is signed Your Pal, Pee Wee Herman. And then I also went back and actually asked him to sign it as Paul Rubens. Funny story is when he signed this for me, he told me there was something wrong on the back of it. That he was actually so upset that he actually ended up suing them about it. They were supposed to pull it off the shelves. I don't know if they did or not, but it was neat though, him telling me the story. And then this one I also got, Mr. Dolph Lundgren, which he inscribed Drago, which they kept on telling us that he wouldn't do inscriptions, but I asked him very nicely and he signed it real quickly for me. So that's a very nice little card on a Rocky 4 card. In my opinion, my favorite Rocky. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 are all good, but I grew up on Rocky 4, I'm sorry. This one was a custom I had done, and I had signed in person. From a guy that did it on Blowout, I believe. He's also the one that did my Terry Funk booklet. It is from Top Gun Iceman. The sticker came from when I got him to sign it. And it is Mr. Val Kilmer. And I got him to sign it on the card. Unfortunately, when he was so enthralled with the card, he was kind of like holding it and touching it a whole lot, and he unfortunately smeared the signature a little bit, but whatever. But yeah, so a little Iceman card. Again, I'm sorry about the glare. That's a little bit better. But awesome, awesome looking card. Funny story is my baby daughter will not watch any movie, really, because she has no attention span, but loves Top Gun. Like Top Gun and Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder, not as much, but Top Gun, she will sit there and watch all of Top Gun. Which, as a parent, I don't know if I'm happy or not about that, but I mean, I guess it's kind of good. It beats Peppa Pig. Alright, next up. We'll go through these a little bit quicker. This is a PSA DNA. Another guy I love growing up. It'll be hard to see on camera, but it is autographed by Mr. Jim Carrey. It is a hard autograph to see in general, but because it's like a black on a dark green, but it is signed. So, Batman Forever. This one's a neat one. This one's dual signed from Home Improvement. Mr. Al Borland and Tim the Toolman Taylor. It's a neat little dual auto card. Liked it. Got it a while back. Let's see here. Who else do I got? Mr. Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters. Very nice. Card is skyrocketing nowadays. From my favorite Batman movie, Batman Returns. My favorite villain of all the Batmans, Mr. Danny DeVito. I believe these were pack-issued autographs. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it is certed as auto by JSA. This card I loved when they came out with this card, and now it goes for a freaking mint. It's Leaf Q Pure. I believe this is the blue variation. It's the one that I like the best with the picture. It's from 2014. It is a on acetate auto from Mr. Ed O'Neill as Al Bundy. I just loved him because he was in his poke high jersey with like throwing the football. It is acetate. There is a tiny picture of him kind of in the back, but again, the glare sucks. I apologize. That's actually not too bad. But yeah. That's an awesome card. These things are not cheap nowadays, though. It really wasn't cheap when it first came out, but now it's actually, they're drying up. Now let's see here. Then, always loved this movie as a kid. And then I just love the actor. Honestly, he's an awesome guy. He seems really nice. Mr. John Goodman. Signed on a Flintstones card. This one is a cut auto of Mr. Bill Murray, which is hard to get Bill Murray autographs. Lately, they're starting to show up a little bit more. When I got this, though, they were very hard to get. This is actually out of 2013 Leaf cuts. But yeah, so I've had that one for a very long time. One of my favorite comedians, granted very untasteful, I understand. From 2015 Leaf Executive Collection, which basically means you send in an autograph, they slab it for you. Mr. Sam Kinison. Now, I've had other autos. I've had John Belushi twice. I've had some other guys, but these are just ones that I held on to through the purge. And this one is probably my favorite card. It is my favorite card. So my favorite actor of all time. This card, I always joke that I want to be buried with it, but it's not really a joke. I do honestly want this card to be buried with me. Anyway, it is out of Upper Deck, 2008 Upper Deck Heroes, which is a football product. It is a cut autograph, obviously. 1 of 1 of Mr. John Candy. It was, I wanted it slabbed authentic. Honestly, I just wanted it slabbed because the card itself, since it's a cut, was starting to expand a little bit. So I just wanted it slabbed just to preserve it a little bit better. Ironically, I accidentally put it in for an autograph grade, so it got an 8 because it's cut auto. And like parts of it are cut off, but whatever. But yeah, so that is an awesome card. There are a few other John Candy cuts out there. This was just the first one that I know of, and my favorite. Plus, it is out of Upper Deck, a football product, not just a cut product. So, awesome card. Alright, and then I guess the last thing I'll show is of the guy who I am super excited that on Thursday I get to watch him play. I watched this kid in college. Honestly, he is cerebral as hell. Doesn't have the biggest arm, but like a couple of people have always said, like you don't need the biggest arm in the NFL as long as you're decently smart. Do I think he's going to be a starter or a stud? No, but I'm excited to see him start. The Broncos just announced it, Mr. Brett Rippon. And this is the 1 of 1 out of, which one is this? National Treasures? I believe this is Collegiate National Treasures. There isn't a ton of stuff out there of him. But I always like Boise. That blue field just does it for me. It's so unique. But yeah, so back. But yeah, so I'm just excited to watch him. He is one hell of a field general. Do I think he's going to overtake Locke? No. But I'm just excited to see what he can do. I'm excited since he was undrafted. He comes up from being cut from the practice squad twice to now starting in an NFL game on Thursday Night Football. That's pretty exciting. And he's starting on a short week, and he's starting against what I personally think is the worst team in all the NFL, with the worst coach in all of the NFL. I'm sorry if you're a Jets fan. Adam Gase sucks. He is literally the worst coach. Like, everyone got better in Miami after he left. Tannehill became a decent quarterback. Jarvis Landry became really good after he left. I just really don't like him, and I, for some reason, cannot understand why he has so much power with that team. He picked the GM. How do you pick your boss? And you suck. But, anyway, I digress. Anyway, I hope he beats him. Alright, peace.